Today, we are talking about fun with a capital Fun. I cannot believe we are already 1 month into 2025. That feels so wild to me. And I have landed on my theme for this year, which is all about fun. Might sound like an unusual thing to be focusing on. I know so many of us are focused on self-development and inner peace and discipline. And I feel like I have cultivated so much of that over the years. I've worked really, really hard at it. I'm going to share some of that with you. And I feel like one piece that I am super excited to bring back into my life is fun, but not like that manic kind of fun, a really present and centered and real sense of fun. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it, friends. So, like I said, over the past decade, I have worked really hard on cultivating inner and outer peace and setting up some amazing structures in my life. I had a chaotic childhood, and I was very focused in my 20s on creating a lot of stability in my life. I mean, which is funny to say because I was working really hard and I was partying really hard. So when I say stability, I really mean financial security and independence. That for me at that time felt like the cornerstone of a really solid life. It felt like freedom. And it was really, really what I focused on throughout my 20s and even into my 30s going to grad school. But I really was burning the candle at both ends and feeling exhausted. So I've shared before that I started my career working on Wall Street, and I've gotten a lot of questions about what that was like. And I loved it. It was really, really fun. You know, it was such a different time, friends, than it is now. It was before so much of just the PC culture has come about. And while I think there are so many great benefits to being more politically correct and being more aware, it was really kind of fun. Doing a lot of the stupid, crazy stuff we did working on Wall Street. But I loved the atmosphere. It was obviously a lot of men, but there were also a lot of really incredible women that I worked with. It obviously was and still is. Finance is a male dominated industry, but it never really felt overly so to me because my first boss was female. There was a lot of brilliant and strong women that I was surrounded by. I made some incredible friends, and a lot of the senior people that I worked with were men. And I thought it was fun. I thought it was really exciting to leverage my brains and my sex appeal to be able to advance at work. But I loved working with money. I loved being around so much money. I loved the money we were making for other people. I was working at a firm where our clients were institutional clients, not individuals, not high net worth individuals, as institutional clients. And it felt fun talking all things money. I worked around brilliant people. It was inspiring. It was exciting. And it was some wild times. I was 22 years old. I worked there straight out of college, and I had an assistant and I had a corporate card. And if you stayed at work past 7, you could order dinner to the company. And if you stayed past 9, you could get a black car service that would drive you home. Like, I'm 22 years old and I have a driver driving me back to my apartment. It was pretty wild. And we partied really, really hard on the weekends and some during the week. I mean, I would stay out sometimes during the week, till 1 a.m. And I was very disciplined back then too. And I'd set my alarm for 5:30 every morning to go walk to the gym around the corner, go work out, and then used to walk to my office. So I was just going on very little sleep, and it did start to impact my health for sure. But it was fun. It was fun. It's not the kind of fun I'm going for now, people, though, but it was fun. And I met my husband, and I definitely, through my relationship with him, started finding some more sanity in life and in myself. And and just creating more stability, more happiness, more inner peace. We were a little bit back and forth between New York and Boston. I'm not going to get into too much of that now, though. Maybe you're interested in it. I don't know. You can let me know after you listen to this. And I ended up switching careers, and I went to get my master's from Harvard, which had been a lifelong dream of mine to go to an Ivy League school. I went to University of Michigan undergrad, go blue. I absolutely loved it. I wouldn't have traded it for the world. It was the best experience. And I was really excited to have an Ivy League experience. And I met incredible people there. Briggs, who I co-host Conversations for Good with. I met her there, and I have some amazing friends, and I learned a ton, and I made some great connections. And it's not that it was so hard, but it was stressful. Just the level of expectation, the level of your performance. You're around peers who are all brilliant. A lot of people are real serious there. That's so much fun. I obviously found the fun ones, but I wouldn't say that experience was super fun. I'm so glad I had it. I studied under amazing professors. And again, I wouldn't have traded it because it was an incredible opportunity. I had gone into that master's program thinking that I was going to apply for and stay to get my PhD. And I realized after my master's program that I'm like, I'm good. Now that I know what it's like living in the real world and making real money and not having homework, it just all seemed so fake. I don't know. It no longer excited me, but it was stressful in a totally different kind of way than working on Wall Street was. And I had really hit a low point with my health. I had won a fellowship to study in China after graduation, and I was unable to take it because I was experiencing some health issues that were all linked to stress. And so that was a major, major bummer. And that was really eye-opening. I had also had a stress-induced health issue right after September 11th when I was living in New York. It was the stress of September 11th. It was the stress of working too hard, but I was so much younger. I bounced back quickly. So this health issue was really a wake-up call for me to just get healthier, to focus on sleep, focus on having a healthier diet, focus on cutting out a lot of the toxins I was putting in my body, focus on, just having more balance. And so I really focused on that a lot in my 30s. And then we moved back to New York, had my son there. And the past 14, almost 15 years of being a mother, 15 years this month, I have focused so much on, like I said, cultivating this inner and outer peace, really making sure that I was physically healthy, mentally strong, going through therapy, doing a variety of different things. And I still do. I'm currently doing EFT, and just, a number of other things, meditation. I work out 5 days a week, all the things. And as you know by now, we got our life organized, and all of that, putting the structures in place and creating systems and stripping our life of all the things that weren't working for us anymore, both physically and in terms of friendships and relationships and negative thought patterns and all the things that I always talk about of just getting rid of, right? The whole purging, decluttering phase of getting your home and life organized. There's so much magic to it. There's so much power in it. And then creating systems and structures to eliminate pain points so that every single thing you want to do in your home and in your life works smoothly. I did that. And it has been an incredible journey of really finding myself at this point now where I feel so solid in my relationships. I feel solid in my health. I have this business that I absolutely love. Did I say relationships? I think so. Strong relationships with my husband and my kids and my friends. And, I've done all the work, and I really do have this peaceful life. And now I'm looking for more fun. I am looking for more fun because in the past, I've had a tendency to be all or nothing. And so that has meant wild nights out and then not feeling good the next day, or basically being a homebody, right? Like really this sort of all or nothing, black or white. And so my definition of fun has evolved over the years, but I'm still in the process of trying to redefine it and look for more of a middle ground. And why this came on my radar, it's, people around me always think that I'm fun, right? They feel that I am fun. And so in many ways, I am having a lot of fun. In other ways, I do feel like even though I have nothing to worry about or be stressed about, I have a hard time being present and really enjoying the everyday moments. And so this is why I'm like, I need to have fun in the everyday moments and in bigger ways, more laughing, more impromptu dance parties, more spontaneity. Raising kids and just life in general can feel monotonous. And what I realized was a lot of the fun that I have been having over the past year or two, I would say, is actually work related, which is so awesome. It's so awesome that my work is so fun, but I really want to have more fun that doesn't involve work. So here are some of the things that I am doing to be more fun this year. So my husband and I do one date night at least once a month. And typically we go out to a really nice dinner, not even like nice, but just like an adult dinner, have some drinks, have some great conversation. So we're adding in some different types of date nights. We recently went to the Pink Floyd laser light show at the planetarium. That was super fun. I have a comedy show booked for us. So more fun date nights that are a little bit out of the norm. I have a few girls trips that are not work related that I have scheduled in for 2025. So that's going to be really fun. I realized that I need to do more girls dinners. I used to do them all the time before starting my business. That was one of the things that really fell by the wayside just because I was working so much. And then I just wanted to be with my family and decompress on nights and weekends. But now that I have so much balance that I've been able to cultivate, I've got time and energy. So I need to get more girls' dinners on the calendar, more fun clothing. How about that one? I've started to buy some more fun things in my wardrobe, and I'm going to keep focusing on that this year. Maybe a little sexier, a little more fun. So I'm excited for that. And both of my kids are going to be at summer camp for many weeks this summer. So my husband and I are planning some fun summer trips while the kids are at camp, because this is probably going to be our last summer with both kids away. So I am open to hearing from you any ideas you have to be more fun. Although really what it comes down to is cultivating my own definition and my own experiences of fun and what that means for me and how I can do it in a way that does not feel so big and so all or nothing, but feels like it's incorporated into everyday life. I think fun is a part of my personality. I think most people would describe me that way. And so creating opportunities for me to just be that, right? It doesn't need to be hard, but it's, it's so interesting with all the self-development and self-improvement work that I've done. You can get rid of all the things that aren't working for you and you can create this much more peaceful life. But then it's like you still need to also do the work to figure out what is this new version of you going to be. I found this when I got so organized and I had so much more free time on my hands. I'm like, okay, great. But what do I do with the free time? Like you think you're going to know, you have this vision of yourself of like, when I am relaxed, here's what I'll do. And then you find yourself there and you're like, wait, but what? And it really is a process of relearning who you are and what you like and what you want to enjoy. And I think the same thing for me with having fun. So fun with a capital F is who you're going to be seeing more of if you follow me on social media, if you are listening to this podcast, if you see me in real life. I tend to be serious too, because I think and overthink about a lot of things in ways that I do feel like are helpful and productive to other people. I think the way that I think about things does have a positive impact on other people's lives, but so does me being fun and you being around me being fun, because that is contagious also. So look out, 2025, that is what you are getting from me. So question for you. What is your word or theme or mantra for 2025? What is it? And what are you going to do to make it happen? Right? So I shared with you what my word is, but also some of the things that I've thought about to make it a reality. So you got to do both. You can't just come up with your word. You have to come up with what you are actually going to do to make it happen. The person who is coming to save you is you. It's you. You are the one. You are the one coming to save you. You are the one who gets to transform your life and make it all happen for you. So ask for what you want from the universe, from yourself, and take action to make it happen. What are you going to do to make sure that you are living your favorite life? My favorite life is a fun one. I'm going to be taking action steps to get it. What is your favorite life? Let me know. Here's the thing. If you want something, that's great, but wanting it isn't enough. You have to take action. And in order to take action, you need a plan and you need to get specific. So if having more fun is on your bingo card, take some time to figure out what that looks like for you, or take some of what I've shared as a jumping off point. But if your theme is something else entirely, maybe getting organized, wink, wink, put a plan in place to make it happen and go make it a great and fun day, friend. I'll be in your ears next week.